Thanks for staying with us. We're going now from the classrooms of Hampton High. We have a guest with us making history as the first black woman to earn a PhD in physics from Brown University. Our guest went from knowing nothing about physics research to making significant contributions to the field, including conducting research on a new type of particle that could help explain mysteries in physics. It's the superstar physicist from Mandeville, and I say that proudly. Welcome to Sunrise, Dr. Farrah Simpson. Farrah Simpson.
Yes, you catch a physics.
How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you? I'm very happy to be here.
So beautiful, wonderful to have you here. And you know, as we were talking off air about physics, that was not one of my strong points at all. As a matter of fact, as I entered nearing the physics lab, I used to get sick because I'm like, oh my God, I don't know anything but the teacher's name.
Yes, I definitely think physics gets a really bad reputation, and I think it has a lot to do with the way that it's taught. I'm very passionate about physics education because, as you can imagine, if we taught physics in a way that was related to things that we are passionate about and that we know a lot about, like sports and music, it would really help with increasing the number of people who pursue careers in physics. So that's something that I'm really passionate about as well.
So let's just bring it to home, Doctor, because you know the people I want to include myself. So what does physics have to do with the daily life of the normal man, the normal woman? How does physics factor into daily life?
Yes, so I'll start by what interested me in physics and why I really loved it. So my teacher in high school, Mr. Thompson, he would teach me physics in a way that everything he taught me would be related to something in the world around me. So when I learned about physics, I was really learning about everything around me and why everything is the way that it was. And so that's what really ignited my curiosity. Because I was always curious growing up and always asking questions about why things are the way that they are. In general, physics is very important just on a daily basis. A lot of the things that we interact with, even the internet right now that we're using, all of these came out of trying to communicate science with other people, trying to conduct experiments, trying to understand the world around us more.
Wonderful. Let us backtrack a little bit. Can you tell us about your journey from Mandeville, Jamaica to the diaspora, and you know, tell us how you got to Brown University? To walk us through that, please.
Yes, so as I mentioned before, my high school teacher, Mr. Thompson, taught me physics, and I was very curious in general growing up. And so when I started learning physics and learning about the world around me, I started being very passionate about physics. And so when I attended Hampton, I was pursuing both the sciences and the arts. Believe it or not, I wanted to be a lawyer. And so when I was applying to colleges, I really wanted to go somewhere that I could study the arts and the sciences more.
Yes.
But when I decided to go to Columbia, my professor who taught me my introductory physics class, he was actually a scientist at the lab that I work for now. So CERN in Switzerland is a particle physics lab. And he would talk about his career and the things that he studied, and I was in awe. I had never known anything about particle physics before, and it really seemed like something that I would love to do. It was a long journey between me wanting to become a physicist and actually becoming one. But people along the way, especially my teachers and my professors, who encouraged me and motivated me and told me that it was something that I could do, as well as my family, who has always taught me that you can do anything with hard work, and who are the most people I know, really encouraged me to pursue my dream once they realized that it was something I was passionate about.
Well, it's awesome. And you know, you are the first black woman to earn your PhD at Brown University. And that in and of itself is such a big deal and such a huge accomplishment. And for what it's worth, as brilliant as you are, I'm quite sure you could have become an attorney, and you still can if you want to, because your brain got it like that. But I've heard you mention, Farrah, about particle.
The particle. Yeah, man, I'm curious about the particle.
Tell me a little bit about the X5 X3, because we all know there's in vehicles, right? I said it's X5, BMW, I don't know. Talk to me about that research, and in simpler terms, explain what this particle is all about and what does it actually do?
Enlighten us.
Yeah.
Yes. So if you're familiar with the periodic table in chemistry that explains the elements and explains to us theories in chemistry, the standard model is to particle physics what the periodic table is in chemistry. So the standard model explains all the building blocks of every single thing around us and how it interacts. So it really helps us to understand the universe more. And so I study a specific particle that comes out of questions that we have about the standard model. This is connected to the Higgs boson that was discovered in 2012. The theory actually won the Nobel Prize, and it explains how particles get the mass that they have. So why is a tree so much heavier than a feather? And as you can see, a very important question and helps us to understand so much what is in our universe. And so the particle that I search for, X5 third, is a particle that's
third.
Yeah.
Right, not X3.
Yeah.
X5 third. I learned something today, I gotta tell you. But you know, I'm so happy for your accomplishments, and I want to again congratulate you on this very momentous accomplishment. For a little girl watching you from Mandeville right now, or watching you in Jamaica, wherever around the world, what would be your word of encouragement to her, or even a little boy, you know, in terms of pursuing your dream, even when it may not be what is popular?
So I would say dream your most far-fetched dream, one that you wouldn't imagine would happen to you. Imagine what you want your life to be, who you want to be, and what you want to contribute to the world. And don't be afraid to chase that dream and fight for that dream. You'll need people along the way. I definitely have. And I would say just don't let anybody tell you who you are, what you can become, or what you can contribute to society.
Well said, well articulated.
Dr. Simpson, thank you so much. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for empowering the young people and for showing us that, you know, it is still doable. You know, physics is a hard area, but it is still doable. All right, thank you for being with us. That was Dr. Farrah Simpson, physicist.
Right? At the first time I met a physicist, and I know.
I real life. TK is on standby with the news.